Hello, and welcome back to the Sweet and Spicy Podcast. My name is Kate.
And I'm Cecily, and this is Squish.
For those of you who cannot see, because you're not watching on YouTube, Cecily has her Squishmallow, her little
I have
squid
my emotional
Squishmallow.
support Squishmallow. It's also my anti-fidget Squishmallow.
I have a cat around here somewhere. Oh, there she is.
He's a squid, so it's because I can play with his tentacles.
Here's Freya. Here's my little mutant baby. She's here today. Hello.
She's a good one because she's quiet.
Yep. Sometimes she's not for the holds.
The rest of them are all mouthy.
Yeah. Mochi especially. Well, no, Bubbles is even mouthy. Yeah, she's the only quiet one. She doesn't really meow very often at all unless she's trapped somewhere and needs help. Anyway, we're tangenting.
It's a great start.
We're covering Viciously Yours by Jamie Applegate Hunter today. So.
That's a big name.
I know. It's interesting, though.
Yeah, it's a good name.
I like it. It's cool. Okay. We're gonna hop on into this. So, like I said before, we're covering Viciously Yours by Jamie Applegate Hunter. I gave this a 3.5 out of 5 for plot, and I'm going to reference this by saying, she is aware she did not make a masterpiece. She has a legitimate warning, attention label, like before you even get into a disclaimer. Thank you.
That's
disclaimer.
The word you're looking for.
Thank you. That is the word I'm looking for. So she does have a disclaimer that this is not a masterpiece. That's not what we're here for, okay? I'm going to say I have thoroughly enjoyed listening to this book. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It's cute, it's funny, and it is a fae book. It is a fantasy, but it is not in a fantasy book as we think of them with a lot of world building and like lead up. It's very much, these are fated mates.
It's not like Under the Moon.
No, it's not like Under the Moon. These are fated mates. They know about each other from the time that they are 13 years old. Okay? Aww. It is very cute. It's fluffy and it's cute, but it does have spice.
Very bad.
It's not. It is actually written pretty well for a romance that's like go, 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 go.
I just imagine like knowing, like if you knew who you were going to be with since you were 13.
Ooh. We're going to get into that, but first we're going to go over triggers. Oh, wait, spice level. It is a 2.5 out of 5. It's a 2.5 to 3 out of 5, okay? And the only reason I say that, there is a lot of spice in this. Like, don't get me wrong. There is a lot of spice in this. I think a good third of the book is spice.
Wow. How many pages is it?
235 pages, I think. It's not like a super long book. It's a quick read.
Yeah, it's like the Orc King where it's like 200, but you still get quite a chunk of spice going on.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of spice in here. But yeah, so it's got a lot of spice. It's just a little bit more tame spice. I would consider it more tame spice. There's like one scene that I would say bumps it to the 3, and it's like it's outside, which is why I would bump it, but that's about it. Other than that, it's pretty
in nature.
Yep, it's against a tree.
You know,
so I mean,
we read that a lot, and I'm just like, have y'all ever felt tree bark? Like, that stuff's scratchy.
Listen, some people like to have external
yeah,
experiences.
I know, but like that one, I'm like, tree ants, itchy moss, red bugs, lichens.
That's because we live in a terrible place.
I was gonna say, if you shoved me up against a tree out here in a Florida swamp, I would not be a very happy camper.
I would be so worried that a python would fall on my head.
I mean, a python, a raccoon, a possum on meth, like, you don't even know.
Dude, did you see the news? Did you see the news a while ago about the raccoon that they found in the lady's car trying to smoke a meth pipe?
No.
Full Florida here for a second.
Yes, like, no, but that 100% tracks for the
I think
state.
it was over by you specifically, actually.
Oh, fantastic.
Some lady was getting arrested and her car was absolutely trashed, but there was a raccoon giving the police officer like
You know what?
pipe
I
or
do
crack
remember
pipe.
this. I do remember
Yeah,
this.
it was from a little bit ago.
I do remember that, actually, yes. Florida.
Have you done the Florida man trend?
Where you look
Where
up your
you-
name and you see your Florida story?
No, where you look up your birthday and find out what news thing happened on your birthday.
I think so. I think that's the one I'm talking. Yeah, I know it's something you Google and you get a Florida man story. Mine was some nonsense. But also imagine
Aren't
down
they
in
all
South
some
Florida.
nonsense?
Okay, yes, but like extra. But like imagine you're down in South Florida and he throws you up against a tree and like a frozen iguana falls on your head.
Because that is a real thing. We're not kidding about that, guys.
No.
That is a legitimate thing.
It is 100% a thing. So I'm always just like, I don't know. Whenever they talk about when they're out in nature, I'm just like, I ain't doing that in the swamp.
Yeah, no, the swamp is not a good place.
Not to
Because
mention
then you got
skunk ape,
fire ants.
fire ants, cow ants.
You got fire ants. You got cow ants.
Horseflies, mosquitoes.
Horseflies, mosquitoes. You also have those
flying cockroaches.
Oh yeah, palmetto bugs. They suck.
Not to mention palmettos themselves. My curtain moved because the cat moved.
Hmm.
I said my curtain moved because the cat jumped up there. It made it look all spooky. Of course, then your hair is blowing unnaturally. I'm like, is there a ghost in you? Oh, there she is.
Why is my hair moving unnaturally? It's because of my fan.
Oh, I don't know. It just looks weird. Looks ghostly. Anywho, we have tangented
Well, it
again.
is fall. It's actually, we're about to head into October with this episode. We aren't currently, but...
Which means what for Florida? Not a damn thing.
Nothing. Literally, it might rain less.
Well, it's already raining less. And
Not here.
oh, it's dry over here. My eggplant is going.
No, I'm sorry.
My actual eggplant, by the way, in the garden. And that was not a euphemism. Just in case. I'm just clarifying, okay? I realized,
Guys, we garden.
like actually garden. Well, I mean, yeah. Anyway,
I have a bunch of flowers, and I have some basil, which I made homemade pesto the other day. That was good. Okay, we're 8 minutes into this, and I still haven't read triggers. We're getting back on track here, guys. I'm so sorry. Spotify will not hear any of this, but YouTube, sorry, guys.
probably will because I don't like editing.
But that's the point. YouTube is the uncouth.
True. I do
Now,
cut out some nonsense.
If y'all hear my paper, I'm sorry. But look at my very pretty... I love this thing.
It is beautiful. And I don't care if I hear your paper because you actually took notes.
I know. Guys, we're not ranting this time. I took notes. I have quotes. I did so good.
Proud.
Okay. We ready? We're gonna get into it. Triggers! Graphic violence, graphic death, gore, orphaned female main character, loss of a parent. The main characters both do a few morally black things to anyone they deem a threat to the mating bond. Explicit sexual scenes, mature language, murder, and self-mutilation.
Alrighty then.
I added the last two because she didn't put them in there, but they're in that book, so.
Yeah. I mean,
Sometimes
I feel
things are
like
just missed.
I think we just go like above and beyond because we're just, we're very much CYA.
To be fair, we also read a lot of books, which means we know what others put in for triggers, and some people don't amount them to be triggers. And I believe her stuff with the graphic violence, death, and gore, like graphic death and gore, kind of do cover those two things, but I wanted to highlight those because that is what it is a lot of the times. So, We're going to get into plot. Do we have any questions before we get into this?
No. I'm just watching my cat because she's decided to climb on the desk.
So this book is a part of a group of standalones. Excuse me. This book is a part of a group of standalones called the Eden Kings. So, because this whole story takes place in a kingdom called Eden, which has 4 Fae kingdoms and then the 1 human kingdom in the middle, and they get all of like the little ecosystems. So there's the mountain kingdom, the tropical kingdom, the desert kingdom, and there's one more kingdom. Give me a second, let me look at their map. Oh yeah, the book comes with a map. I did like that the book comes with a map. I'm a glutton for maps.
Maps.
Garden Kingdom. The other one is Garden Kingdom.
I will live in that kingdom, please, and thank you.
Oh yeah, it's very pretty.
I mean, maybe the mountains.
So the Mountain Kingdom is in the north, so it's very cold. So, Rennick is the prince of the Mountain Kingdom of Eden. So he's a royal fae, which gives him the opportunity to have a mate. So unless you are a royal fae,
you hear her.
Does UA need to chill?
Rennick.
With the beginning. Okay, so
Rennick.
We've talked about the kingdoms. We're going to get into Rennick, who's our main male character. Rennick, at the time of the book starting, is 13 years old. Rennick is the prince of the Mountain Kingdom. So he is Fae. So because he's a royal Fae, though, he gets to have things that others don't, which means his power is a little bit bigger, and he has he has a bit of a greater power outreach. And he also gets a familiar. And I think that happens when he's 15. He gets a familiar when he's 15. And he's also given the name of his mate at the age of 13. Only royal fae get mates. So everybody else kind of has to go with the flow. And it's kind of for the gods to make sure that the Okay, you ready? Okay, so now we're going to get into plot. This is about the Kingdom of Eden. This is a standalone series, but I believe there's supposed to be 4 books in the series. 2 of them are out currently, or this one and like the other one is going to be coming out. It's a newer series, so we're not going to get too deep into it. This book came out in 2023. So it's relatively new. And so it is about the Kingdom of Eden. There's 4 different kingdoms of Eden, and then there's the human kingdom in the middle of all of the kingdoms. So the Eden Kingdom, so it's a big Kingdom of Eden, obviously, encapsulates these 5 kingdoms. But the Fae kingdoms are the Mountain Kingdom, the Tropical Kingdom, the Garden Kingdom, and the Desert Kingdom. And each one of those kingdoms has a royal family, and, the human kingdom has their own royal family. It's very sweet. It's very cute. And so you meet almost all of the,
royals.
You almost meet all of the royals. Yes, thank you. There's one of them I believe you don't meet, and that's because he's not quite old enough to leave his area. Is it an Evers?
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to get into this. I have paper notes, so you'll hear me flipping papers. So sorry about that. Didn't have time to type them up. Didn't really feel like typing them up either. So, when you are a royal fae, you get given a few things that other fae don't get. You have an increased amount of power, first of all, so that you can properly take care of your kingdom. And
Makes
these
sense.
are...
Makes sense.
Yep. And these are... Sorry, I have a little thing that's coming up saying that my network is struggling, so I'm so sorry if I cut out. If I do, we're just going to record this later. So...
It's a blood moon today.
It is. My God.
The full moon lunar eclipse.
I thought so. My goodness. I gotta do something for Hecate today. She's mad because her altar isn't in my office currently. It's, strewn out in my living room because I don't have my shelves. She's been pissed at me for a little bit. Anyway. So, they get a little bit extra. They get a familiar when they're 15, I believe it is. They get to know the name of their mate. They actually get a mate. Most Fae don't get their mate. The gods gave the royals a mate to make sure that the bloodline was good and stayed good. So basically so that nobody could, go against a bloodline, so that their bloodline would survive, etc., etc. So we're talking about Rennick today. Rennick is the prince of the Mountain Kingdom. So obviously, he's a little prince royal. Mm-hmm. He's a fae. And the book starts when Rennick is 13 years old.
Do they have wings?
No. They don't have wings.
So sad.
They pretty much look identical to humans. They just have pointy ears.
Oh, pointy ears. Okay.
Yep. Rennick, as an adult, is like 6'5", I believe they say. Also, he's tall.
Okay.
And that's not necessarily a fae thing. That's just a Rennick thing.
Gotcha.
It might be a royal thing, but from what I gather, I think it's just genuinely a Rennick thing. So, Rennick is given his mate's name at 13 years old. That's how we start the book. He's given the name Amelia. Rennick is told, tells his parents, the king and queen, like, hey, like, I found out what her name is, this and that.
How
his
did
father
he find
says
out?
Something whispers it to him, like the gods tell them.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very fun, isn't it? The minute they turn, 13, they're woken up and they're given this name. And so he finds out her name, he tells the king and queen, like I said, and then the king tells him, okay, don't tell anybody else until we can get her. Because typically, they would go and they would retrieve her, and her family would come live in the Mountain Kingdom until they were 22.
Do they get, like, a last name?
They probably did. I don't remember their last name.
Okay. I'm just like, there could be a lot of Amelias out there.
Oh, no. The other thing about that, I'm so sorry. The other thing about that is that they have to be born on the same day. They have the same birthday. That's their other thing. Name's the same and birthday is the same. There's no 500-year-old fae that, finds his 18-year-old.
Got it.
Mate. That's
so
not a thing in
is
this.
Born on his birthday, which I still feel like statistically could be high.
Yes. And that's the other thing, though, is that he can feel her emotions and he can kind of feel who she is.
Okay.
So, they go find... His dad sets out to find Amelia. Amelia's in the human kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
The human queen says, no, you're not taking her. She's safer in the human kingdom. Nobody would suspect it. Because Amelia is human. She's got human ears, the whole shebang. So, Rennick's like, she's human? Like, what? Like, are you sure? Like, this isn't heard of? Whatever. And they're like, yes, it's your mate, whatever, we found her. And the dad never really talks about it, about how he knew where to find her, or how he found her in the human kingdom.
Yeah,
you learn later
suspicious.
on. No. You learn later on in the book, but we're not talking about that today.
Lame.
So, Rennick, because he finds out who Amelia is, and he, is very obsessed with, like, the idea of mates, because his dad and his mom love each other so much, and they had, like, a really healthy mate, like, relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Just because you have a mate, though, does not make it instant love. So you have to either work for it, or you're just kind of stuck together procreating.
Dang.
And if you get dealt a shitty hand, I am so sorry, because that is something that does happen to some of these royals. They get dealt either the royal themselves is really bad, or they kind of get dealt a really bad hand. So, yeah. I do know, I think it's the next book, which is one of the princes. He gets dealt the hand of, he gets this woman, and the woman leaves him, won't be with him. And so the gods actually give him a second chance mate. And his second chance mate is his ex-mate's twin sister.
Awkward.
Yes. Anyway, that's not the book we're talking about, though, and I haven't read that book. I just know that little tidbit. So, Rennick starts to write Amelia letters, though, because he wants to connect with her, and because she can't be brought to his realm where they would have connected. They would have been connecting and getting to know each other and becoming friends from the time they were 13 until 22, which is when they would have historically gotten married. That's
but now
the
they'll
standard.
Be pen pals?
Kind of. She can't respond to him.
Why?
Because then it would be somebody would be able to, if somebody found the letters in his room, they could track her down and kill her.
This is ridiculous.
And your mate is the only way a royal can actually procreate and continue their royal bloodline. So they can't procreate with anybody else. It's designed by the gods to be your person, which is why you kind of get stuck in these situations if you get dealt a bad hand. But he does. He writes her letters and tries to explain who he is and tells her, like, hey, like, I'm, you're mine, I'm yours. Like, it goes both ways. It's not just, like, one thing. And he really likes her and he's obsessed with her. By just writing to her, he knows nothing about this woman. This girl, this little 13-year-old girl, knows nothing about her, is sending her letters and sending her gifts.
Presents are nice.
Oh, yeah. So he enlists his best friend's help, Finn. Finn is his best friend, to deliver the letters to the orphanage, because she is an orphan. She was just kind of left she was a month old, I believe, and she was left on the doorstep of an orphanage.
And we're sure she's human?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We are sure she's human.
We don't sound very sure.
She's human right now.
Yeah, given that she landed at an orphanage.
So she landed at this orphanage. We're not talking about that, Cecily.
I like to pick up on my context clues. It's kind of my thing.
I know. So, I mean, I do the same thing to you with your books. So, he's giving her letters, gives her presents, back and forth. Finn gets to explain to him what, she looks like. Finn goes to deliver these letters in a glamour, because they can glamour themselves as fae. He goes under a glamour, delivers her the letter on her for her birthday and stuff. He's obviously a day or two late, but his dad even told him, like, this is a good idea, but she can't keep the letters. So his dad also finds out about the letters because obviously when you send somebody out, they have to have, like, essentially a decree or a visa. It's essentially like a royal visa. Sorry, my throat was like, ugh. You essentially have to have a royal visa to get across the border and stuff. And, well, he signed the royal visa as the prince and, like, sent Finn out. And so his guards obviously let Finn go, but his guards came and were like, hey, King, just so you know, your son is sending people out, like, on missions. And so he, like, talked to him. He goes, next time, just let me know and I'll give Finn the correct thing. And I think it's a good idea that you send her letters because that's how you're going to connect. So Finn delivers the letters, and it's really good. He finishes delivering the letters. He comes back, and rebel forces attack their castle, their kingdom.
Oh, no.
The rebel forces actually do kill Rennick's mother. And it's a very sad thing.
That is very sad.
And, like, he tells Amelia that he wishes she could have met her and that she would have loved her. And that he's so sorry that she couldn't have, and she was so lovely, and she loved a garden because she was from the Garden Kingdom. And that if she ever needed someone to talk to, that he was sure that his mother would listen to her in the heavens, or in the stars. In the stars, I think it was.
Aww.
Oh, it was very sad and very sweet. So Rennick starts to send her letters more and more frequently. But then they start to taper off in frequency when they get older because he starts to get busy with training and fighting rebel forces and everything. But he never misses her birthday. He never misses a letter on her birthday. So the letters do come to her, and Finn has to wait till she's opened the letter, reads the letter, and then he takes them back and leaves. He takes the letter back and leaves. And
what does she think about this whole process?
Oh, at first she thought it was a joke because he also gave her a creepy doll. And she was terrified of the doll. The first present he gave her was a doll. He didn't know any better. He thought that, 13-year-old girl likes a doll. She hates dolls. She's terrified of dolls.
Okay. Oops.
So, yeah, it wasn't like they're getting to know each other. He has nothing to go on about her besides what Finn tells her and that her name is Amelia. So she thought it was a joke, a cruel joke being played on her by the other girls at the orphanage, because it's a girls' orphanage. And when she realizes that it's not, she actually starts to see Finn glamor in and out, like flicker in and out. Yeah. And obviously Finn doesn't know this. Which there's some stuff there later. Rennick would love to go give her the letters himself, by the way. He's just not allowed to leave his kingdom until he is crowned king. Which is usually... But he's also still not allowed to leave his kingdom, I think, until he's 25. Because of their powers and stuff, they can't leave. They can't go past their border until it's time.
Okay.
So it's interesting. So, with these gifts, right, that he's giving her and sending her, he's actually asks his best friend Aura, who's a female, to help him pick out gifts for Amelia. Aura doesn't know what Amelia's real name is, and technically Amelia doesn't know what Rennick's real name is either, because in his letters he just signs them Nick, because she's not allowed to know. But he still gives her, like, a part of his name, because that is still a part of who he is. And so he, he is Nick to her. Mm-hmm. And she is falling for this boy and all this, and she's like, oh, I'm so special, this and that. She doesn't boast about it, but he always constantly gives her presents and things. So, but Rennick asks Aura to help him pick out gifts for her, and because Aura is in love with Rennick, from the time that they're little, because they've been friends since they were children, and because Aura doesn't have the correct name for his mate, I think he told him it was Arissa. So she, in her head, she's like, oh, you just misheard. Like, it's actually Aura that you were supposed to hear. Like, you misheard the name. It's actually Aura. I'm your mate. I'm, this. So she's jealous here because he tells her multiple times, you're not my mate, you're not my mate, you're not my mate. But it doesn't matter to her. She lives in Delulu land.
Some people. So
she sabotages Amelia's gifts.
Of course.
The gifts that Rennick has given her. Ready? They're obviously the first one with the creepy doll. He didn't know any better. He also sent her a food basket, a basket of food, like goodies and things. She liked that. It was like a boatload of food, though. Because he noticed that she was skinny and, didn't really eat a lot. And he was thinking, that people were stealing her food. And that she wasn't getting enough to eat. It was very sweet. He was very worried about her. because when he turned 15, he got his familiar, and his familiar was an owl. So, and they can see through the eyes of their familiars. So he got to watch her that way. Nothing creepy ever happened. Like, nothing, like, unturned ever happened there.
Unturned? You mean untoward?
Untoward, yes. I'm tired. It's early. So, the gifts included a solid gold necklace of a trout.
Oh my god.
And he was like, I just hope that you'll wear it and think of me when you do. She did wear the necklace. She wore the necklace.
Tell me she punches this hoe in the face when she beaches her.
No, she doesn't.
Damn. Does she ever get to smack her?
We'll get to that.
She needs to be smacked.
We'll get to that. She's also given boots, like very comfortable, like winter boots. He notices that she needs winter boots. Gives her winter boots. They're very comfortable. They're very cozy. They outlast for years. They're in the nastiest green color possible. Because Aura told him that's what was in fashion. And the reason he couldn't find them at the store was because they had already sold out. So he special ordered these. You find out later he had to special order them in this color.
Does he get to smack her? Somebody's got to smack her.
Gives her a bow and arrow, because Aura told him that all girls like to hunt. She uses the bow and arrow, just to, because it's a gift from her main. She likes that he's thinking of her and giving her presents. She doesn't like hunting, but she does still try to use her bow. He does get her dresses that actually fit her properly, though. Correct dresses. He had Finn steal a couple of her dresses, and then he also, let the bust out a little bit more because he noticed that hers are kind of tight. So he actually gave her dresses that actually fit her. And she was very happy about that. It was very cute. But Aura told him what colors to get them in. Ugliest colors and patterns possible. Ugliest things ever. It was in the grossest burlap brown with red flowers and pink and green and yellow, and it was these are awful. She says that she wore them sometimes when she was at the orphanage, but she wore them more when he did come and get her, because he does eventually come and get her, obviously. So Amelia is now 18. Rennick is 18. She starts to work at a library in town, and a guy who frequents the library asks her on a date.
Uh-oh.
She goes out on a date with him because Rennick hasn't sent her a letter in well over 6 months now. This is the longest he's ever gone. She thinks he's gotten bored of her.
Oh.
It's very sad. He thinks that, she thinks that he's gotten bored. What really happened is that he's super busy with all these rebel attacks, and he genuinely cannot get Finn to go give her a letter and stuff. So he's got a letter waiting to go out to her that next morning, and she goes on a date with this guy. Again, this is the next kind of date. She's gone on a couple dates with this guy now. She sleeps with the guy. Rennick has a letter waiting on his desk for Finn to go deliver, and she sleeps with this guy. She gives him her virginity. Rennick updates the letter. Writes her a brand new fucking letter.
Oh dear.
Because he's already stated in other letters that he can tell when she's pleasuring herself. And that he wishes he was there for it. They got spicy in their letters. By the time he was 15, 16 years old, they kind of did get spicy between their letters. And it was weird because they're children, but it's also okay, you're the same age, still a little weird though. But I think we all remember 15, 16-year-old us's and,
What? We're not going to go there.
We're not.
Continue with the story. I need to know what happens.
So he told her, he can feel that. he feels when she fucks the guy.
No.
She did it also because she wanted to know, she wanted to know how to do stuff so that when she got to Rennick, she wasn't clueless and that she could actually, do things for him. He puts in the letter. Basically, she didn't think he could tell the difference. He could tell the fucking difference. He put in it, he sends her the letter, and after the letter is done, he put, P.S. I felt you fucking him last night. That's all he says about it.
Oh, no.
She's, mortified, because she didn't think he could tell the difference. And she's not able to write him back.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I don't get why she can't write him and the letter be destroyed.
I don't know. I don't know why they didn't think of that. Maybe in case Finn was intercepted on the way or something. I don't know.
Fine.
So, when they're 22 years old, he sends her a letter. Finn finally convinces him not to listen to Aura for her gift.
Thank God.
So he sends her a letter and gives her money to buy lingerie, a matching, lacy bra set and matching underwear. Because he says he's seen them on women before.
Mm.
And then he also puts in the bottom of the letter, P.S. As soon as I find out what makes you wet, I will drown between your thighs. Same letter.
Well then.
Same letter. Amelia is pissed, obviously.
You have no right.
Yes, that's not why she's pissed. She's pissed because he did something to the guy that she slept with. Legitimately sent her in a letter, don't worry, he's not going to bother you anymore. Send her this man's bloody trousers from where he cut the guy's dick off.
So we're a little unhinged.
Little bit. He wasn't going to kill him. He was just going to cut off his dick. Well, he kills him because the guy tells Riddick that Amelia meant nothing and means nothing. So he got mad and killed him.
She killed who?
He killed him. Not her, him.
Sorry.
He thought...
Wait.
I know, you got distracted. So
my work email is blowing up on a Sunday and I'm just what are y'all doing? Shut up.
So he cuts off the guy's dick, right?
Fair.
We've discussed this.
I mean, totally rational response.
Yeah, And then he wasn't going to kill him. He really wasn't going to kill him.
I mean, I feel like cutting off your dick, you might as well kill me.
And then the guy legitimately said, she meant nothing. It meant nothing.
Oh, no.
My mate means fucking nothing? And killed him. He got pissed and killed him.
Wrong answer, my dude.
So she's mad because it's you're off doing who knows what with how many girls and you got mad at me? For sleeping with one guy?
But he's not.
He's not, but she doesn't know that.
Fuck the leaper.
So Finn returns after giving her this letter and lets Rennick know that she was pissed because of what he said. And Rennick first thought that she was mad because he just gave her money instead of an actual thoughtful gift. And he was like, see, this is why, I shouldn't have listened to you. I should have gone with Aura or, thing or whatever. Oh, and one of the other ones is in her mind, she's thinking, does Aura have a lacy red set she wears for him? She hates Aura.
Good. She should.
Yes. So Finn then, explains, that's not why she's mad. She's mad because you put in that you've seen women in lacy undergarments. And so Rennick then is like, oh no. And Finn's just like, just give me the next letter. And so Rennick, like, writes really quick a, like, explanatory letter basically stating, no. Fae are just not very, like, are just very comfortable in their skin. They walk around in very little clothing. I'm so sorry. Like, this is a normal thing. I have not been with anybody else. Like, you are the only person that I ever want to be with. I've not seen anybody in that way. So she gets a little bit, oh. And so, obviously Finn delivered it and stuff, but same day. So Finn starts going a day early, though. After this, Finn starts going a day early to, one, go sleep with the pretty barmaid that he likes.
Nice.
But two, because he typically will throw out whatever gift that Aura thinks that Rennick should have given to Amelia and get her something correct, like good.
Oh, thank God.
So Finn starts legitimately just, like, tossing her shitty ass gift.
Good.
And getting Amelia correct, like, nice stuff.
Thank God.
Finn is, like, wingmaning the hell out of Rennick.
Finn just saved your life, bro.
Dude, I love Finn. So, Aura brought chocolates from the Tropical Kingdom for Rennick to give to Amelia. Finn didn't think that there was anything wrong with them because they were prepackaged chocolates. So he was like, ooh, I get a little bit of extra time with the barmaid.
Oh, Lord.
So he goes, and then he goes to deliver her letter really early in the morning with the chocolates. She's sitting there reading the letter. She bites into the chocolate. It's a chocolate-covered slug. Yeah. Not the greatest. She spit it out so fast. And she legitimately was like, I fucking hate Aura! Correct. Like, rightfully so.
I hate her. Already.
So, for for Amelia's 24th birthday, Rennick sends her the letter.
If they're supposed to get together at 22, why can't she go to the kingdom at 22?
Because the queen still won't let her go. The queen's deal was that he needs to be crowned king before she goes.
Well, the queen sounds
he
like
needs
a
to
bitch.
be able, because there's a reason, and I promise you won't find out in this episode, but I'll tell you later. Cecily will find out all of this. Y'all need to read the book to find out.
I don't like all the things I'm thinking.
So the queen won't let her leave because she wants her to be protected. And she wants her to be fully protected under a king, not just a prince.
Mm-hmm.
And his powers aren't fully, like, grown yet either. So on her 24th birthday, Rennick sends her another letter. He also sends her 3 things in a present. Well, it's a singular present, but there's 3 different sizes. Do you want to take a guess?
I hope he picked that out.
He did. Do you want to take a guess?
3 different sizes sounds like a training set.
It is. Because Fae males have very large downstairs. So he gave them to her so that she could practice with them and be prepared for him.
Lordy.
She uses them. She does use them.
I mean, free dildos, what you gonna do?
And he also is like, I'm so excited. I'm so close to coming to get you. Like, you'll be home soon. Like, soon. So Amelia sees Finn through the glamour again. Finn dyes his hair blonde. Amelia really likes blonde hair on men.
Oh, no.
Rennick is not blonde.
Oh, no.
Rennick has, like, really dark hair.
Oh, no.
So but in her brain, she thinks Finn is Rennick. She thinks Finn is Rennick because he has never once said that it's not him bringing her the letters. And because in his letters he says that he sees her, she thinks it's
no.
Finn.
Oh no, this is bad.
So, on her
glad I
25th
have
birthday,
this squish.
on her 25th birthday, they come to get her. Both of them. Both of them show up to get her. She's waiting for the letter. There's no letter. And then she has this little fennec fox that showed up when she was about 15, by the way.
Mm.
She loves him. His name is Eddie. They put him in sweaters.
Adorable.
Yeah. Also, I don't know if I said that, I think I did mention that, the familiars come to the royals at 15, right? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
anyway.
she had a random fennec come at 15.
A fennec fox. It is not her familiar. She does not have a familiar.
Okay.
I'm going to burst your bubble. It is
Whatever.
something, though. Considering fennec foxes are native to the desert kingdom. And not the cold-ass mountain kingdom. Where he's got to wear sweaters.
Two mates?
No.
Darn.
No. So they come to get her. She's waiting for the letter. She goes out to find Eddie. And she's like, Eddie, like, where are you? She walks out a little bit further. Because he does go off occasionally. But he'll usually come back by morning and just be waiting on the step. But he's gone off longer than that before. So she wasn't, like, super worried about it. And she's walking around. Oh, I forgot to mention, in the letters, Rennick calls her my love. Or love. Just love.
No.
And so...
How sweet.
And so she's, like, trying to look for Eddie, and all she hears behind her is, hello, love. And so she, like, whips around and sees them. And she says she sees this gorgeous, dark-haired man with, like, these really beautiful, bright eyes, and he's, like, 6'5", and he's built. Like, he's built. And then she looks over, and she says, Nick. Or she goes, Nick? And she, like, bolts towards him. Rennick thinks she's going to him.
Oh,
she
no.
goes past him to Finn.
Oh, dear.
It doesn't go well.
Yeah, go figure.
She hugs Finn first. He, like, backs up real quick and he goes, no. And you just hear Rennick, like, real mad. And, like, Rennick pulled Finn off of her or something like that. There was something that happened where they separated and she tried to go hug him again. And Finn was like, no, if you hug me again, your mate's gonna kill me. And I rather like being alive. And she goes, what? You're not... And she, like, turns, you're Nick. And he goes, yeah. He's like, Finn? What the fuck? He's like, what is going on? And he's like, I don't know. And she goes, but I saw you. And he's like, what do you mean you saw him? And she goes, yeah, when he was dropping off my letters, I thought it was you dropping off my letters. So, eventually they figure it out. Finn goes home. Rennick stays for the night with Amelia.
Finn needs to run.
Yeah.
Far away.
Yeah, so Rennick and Amelia stay in her little thing. She finds out his name is actually Rennick, that he's the king, all that fun stuff.
Every girl's thing.
Not only is she getting picked up by a fae, but she's getting taken by a fae king. So he goes and, and she's like, no, we cannot leave without my fox. Like, I'm not leaving without Eddie. And he goes, okay, we'll wait for her. We'll wait for him. Like, it's fine. We'll just spend the night. We'll wait for him. We'll go when he comes back. So they spend the day together. He gets a little frisky with her in the bed. They don't full on, but they do some stuff. So then the next morning, he brings her to his palace, right? And they get to their bedroom, and is Pound Town. They go for Pound Town.
I thought Heifer was gonna be like up in there or something.
No. I don't know if they go full Pound Town or if it's just like they start to do something. But in the middle of it, she shouts out Nick instead of Rennick, which that's what she knows him by, and he knows that. But the man that she thinks is Nick, in her brain, is Finn. So he doesn't like getting called Nick because that's, not him to her. So he gets pissed. He walks off. She's like, that's not what I meant. Like, I'm thinking of you. Like, that's just what you've been to me. And he goes, no, he is that to you. And she goes, no, the letters, you are that to me. Like, they're pissed at each other. So he leaves. He leaves to go to his study. Well, she gets cleaned up, she gets dressed, whatever, and then she's like, okay, I'm not fighting with this man that I just met, who is my mate, who I have known since I was 13 years old. This is what I meant to do, and I won't make that mistake again, whatever. And she goes and she tells one of the maids, like, hey, can you take me to his, like, tell me where King Rennick is, Nobody in the palace knows that she's his mate, by the way.
Oh, dear.
Because they're not married yet, so he doesn't want her to get hurt. But she is staying with him, and they all, like, have suspicions about it. And he, tells them, treat her as if she's a noble guest. So, like, they all are kind of suspect about it. If anything, they think that maybe she's, like, who he's now bringing in because he hasn't, gone after his mate. They think maybe his mate's dead or, there was an issue, something like that. So they think that maybe he's just trying to find someone to shack up with, essentially.
Okay.
They think she's the king's whore, essentially.
Good Lord.
A lot of them don't, though.
That's going to get them into trouble.
Only a couple of them do, not most of them. Most of them thinks that that's his mate, and he just doesn't want to tell anybody yet. Because they're, like, hiding her ears, too. Mm-hmm. Because they're rounded, they're not pointy. So, she goes and finds him in his study. Guess who's in the study with him?
That heifer.
It is the heifer Aura. So, Aura, she's not quite at the door yet, but, like, she's there. And Aura sees her through the door and just possessively puts her hand on Rennick. Rennick doesn't know that Amelia is there, but she possessively puts her hand on him. And so, Amelia, obviously mad about it, but she's, like, shaking rage of, like, we have one argument and you go off to her, like, this is what you do. There's nothing going on with them, or it's just a little heifer. Amelia gets the wrong idea, though, and is like, I'm not staying here with this man who thinks that he can have both ways, whatever. She, like, rage tearing through her, like, blood curdling, like, white hot rage, right?
And her powers awaken.
No. Well,
damn it.
Well, actually, I'll tell you, I guess, this part. The maid loses her for a second because she's like, where did you go? She disappeared for a second or two. And then she came back. Just full on, boop, disappeared.
Because
came back,
happening.
Left. Granted, she's now in the Fae realms and she's mated to this man, so that very well could be that. Could be just powers awakened because she's, mated to this man and everything. And that's what he's that's what he's guessing.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't know about this. So then
he's a man. He's an
he
idiot.
feels this, right? He feels this, like, my mate is pissed. What the hell happened? He said it felt like a hot knife, like, sliced him, and he, like, bolted out of that room as fast as possible to go find her in their room. And she's there trying to pack her bags. And he's like, you're not leaving me. Like, she goes, no, you said that I could leave whenever I wanted. He said,
Then
no,
I
I said,
can't.
he said, no, I said, we could leave if you don't like my kingdom. He said, you aren't leaving me. Like, that's not how this is gonna work. Talk to me. What happened?
Get your hoe.
And so she tells him what Aura did, and he goes, where did she touch me? And she showed him, and so he tore off his shirt and sliced the skin off his arm where she touched him.
Hey!
And said, now now she has not touched me.
Hey.
No part of my skin is now touched. She's sitting over here like gagging, like, why the fuck would you do that? And then she points out the fact that he was wearing a shirt, and he said, I'll just burn that. He said, I'll burn that too. She said she didn't actually touch your skin, and he said, I'll burn the shirt too.
Bro!
I don't care. Like, it's you and me, darling.
Okay, psycho. I wouldn't want to be you and me anymore. Just sliced off
And then
flesh.
they both agree that Aura needs to get removed from the premises. And yeah. Any questions? That's all I can tell you.
Are you freaking kidding me?
No. I'm not kidding you.
On the
That's all I
behalf
can
of
tell
our
you.
listeners, you have to at least tell them if it's like a happy
Oh, it's a
ever
beautiful
after.
happy ending. It's a beautiful happy ending.
So basically a bunch of stuff goes down, but it does work out for our two main characters here.
Yes. I think at this
Does
point...
Aura die
the
a fiery death? Some kind of death?
You're gonna have to read the book and find
Okay,
out.
but I
Like,
need to know
can't
that
tell
she...
you.
Okay, I need to know she is sufficiently punished.
Yes. She is sufficiently punished.
That's better. Our listeners need to know.
And Amelia gets to do it.
Good.
So
That's
she
even
gets retribution
better.
for her mans there.
Good. I hope she knocks her teeth down her throat.
That would be fun, but...
Sorry, that would be my Aries speaking.
So it is a very happy ending book. It's very cute. I believe the epilogue has them very happily together with kids or with a kid. I think it's only one, because there is a thing where royals only... It is very unlikely that a royal is going to have more than one kid.
No
So
heir
typically
and a
you
spare.
only get one... Nope, no heir to spare. You only get one heir. Typically.
Better keep good track of it.
Typically, they get one heir.
Yes, but she has
So.
some kind of funky funk, so I'm sure they have more than one.
No, they don't have more than one. Anyway.
I don't believe you.
You're gonna have to read the book and find out if you're right. Anyway, that is it. It's a short episode this time, guys. It's a shorter episode.
Squish is judging you.
I can see Squish is judging me. It's rude. I stayed on track this entire time, though.
You did. I'm the one who had all the disruptions.
That's okay. I feel like that's what makes us, interesting. But I do highly recommend reading the book. It is a very good, quick, feel-good fantasy read when you just want a quick fantasy read and you don't want to have, brand new world building and, trying to figure out all these things. Because the important information that you need to know, she does have a whole list in front. Also, I'm so sorry. I can
if you will.
It's a fantasy microdose.
Like our
I'm
smut
so
microdose
sorry.
the other day.
I'm
We're
so
all
sorry
about
you can hear-
microdosing here.
Again, I'm going to try to apologize for my dog squeaking her toy.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm glad that you couldn't hear it over your giggles. But yeah, so it's very cute. I highly recommend reading it. It is a very good feel-good, quick fantasy read if you want to read just a fantasy with fated mates and bonding and a couple that will do anything to save the bond that they have been given by the gods.
Well, that's good.
It's really good. It's very cute. It's very, fun, fresh, delish.
What?
I don't know. I woke up real early this morning.
Apparently.
I'm mentally preparing, because we're recording this before we go to the convention. So yes, we're back from the convention, and we will tell you guys all about that. I'm sure those of you who follow us on Instagram will get many updates on it while we're there, and we'll be posting pictures.
Because we're going to...
Smut Lovers.
Smut Lovers.
In Orlando.
Although I guess technically there's no point in advertising it in this episode.
Nope.
Oops.
But hey, we went to Smut Lovers at this point. We are going still. I mean, it's not quite, but we went, and you guys got updates. I
wonder what our future selves will actually think post Smut Lovers conference.
We'll talk about it. We'll do a quick little podcast or something about it.
Smutception moment.
We'll do a quick little podcast episode about it.
I didn't.
It'll probably only be over on YouTube though. That will be a YouTube exclusive video.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So that will be a YouTube exclusive video if you want to hop over and find that. I'm sure that it's either already up or it will be up. Really just depends.
Like I'm getting much better at getting them like on a schedule.
I know you are.
I'm so proud of me.
I'm proud of you. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for following, liking the podcast, listening. Let us know if you read the books, by the way. We would love to hear what you think of them. And if you've read them, tell us what you thought of them. Tell us if you like the little cliffhanger that I left us on.
This is a big cliffhanger, let's be real. That was like Mufasa and Scar cliffhanger.
There is no big bad in this book.
Digging in with my cat claws.
I'm gonna remind you, there is no big bad in this book. It's not like a standard
Aurora is
fantasy.
A big enough bad.
Anyway, follow us, subscribe, wherever you're listening, either Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, wherever you're at. Our handles are Sweet and Spicy Pod on Instagram, TikTok. We're over on YouTube with that as well. And if you'd like to see a more extended episode, hop over onto YouTube. It's not too much different, but it is a little different. You get a little bit more tangent-y over there.
Sometimes you see cats.
Sometimes you see cats. You get to see Cecily's squish that she's holding all episode, who judges me through the entire thing.
Squish helps me not fidget and make so much background noise. Because
it does.
I have a problem, apparently, and I'm sorry.
You really do. I think last episode you still had a problem. But I love it.
I know, even right now my feet are swinging because I can't sit still, guys. It's a problem. I'll get diagnosed one day.
It's okay. It's okay. So, subscribe, listen, follow, whatever you want to do. Instagram is where we have the most updates on episodes and what's coming up and what's going to happen. So,
do it for the gram.
Happy reading.
Bye.
Bye.